So what's going on, y'all? AJ Simmons with your cleaning business video today, and I want to give you 5 tips to have a successful cleaning company, okay? So, and these are just 5 random tips that will help you if you can do these things in addition to a million other things. But if you do these 5 things, you'll be definitely on the right track, okay? So here we go. Number 1, never clean alone. And when I say never clean alone, this is not just talking about personnel wise. I'm not talking about if you out there and if you're still in a position where you clean your own account, that's okay. And if you do it by yourself and you don't have an employee, that's still okay. But you still shouldn't be cleaning alone. You should have some headphones and you should have somebody out there with you. You should have some AJ Simmons out there in those accounts with you. You should be listening to my videos. You should be listening to Gary Vee. You should be listening to Les Brown. You should be listening to Eric Thomas. Be listening to somebody. Be listening to Kanye West, Jay-Z, whoever. But you should have some type of person that's going to motivate you and push you while you out there working. Don't ever work out there by yourself. I ain't gonna say don't ever, but it definitely helps if you can have your headphones on while you're working and be feeding your brain some type of positivity or motivation in order to keep you going, because it's gonna push you to clean that much harder and be that much more detailed, that much more effective, okay? Tip number 2, don't be scared to turn down business, because when your franchise company calls, or if you're not in the franchise business but you get offered a new job, like the other day I was offered a job where somebody found my company's phone number, I guess on Google, and they called me to clean the hood over the stove in their restaurant. So I went out, I checked the job out, but once I saw it, I definitely can't. I would refuse to do that type of work, because like I told you, I like to stay strictly with the office buildings, the easier ones. Here and there I might go outside of that niche, but for the most part I like to stick with what I stick with. So when I seen that hood and it was completely pitch black, full of old grease and stuff, unfortunately I had to shake the guy's hand and tell him I appreciate him reaching out, blah blah blah, but unfortunately we don't provide this service. So don't be scared to say no, because it's better to say no and protect your reputation than to attempt to do something that you don't like, that you're going to be underpaid for, that you won't be happy doing, and then mess around and ruin your reputation because you did a bad job, because you were doing something you weren't familiar with doing, or you had poor customer service because you had an attitude doing it. You know what I mean? So it's better just to go ahead and pass on a job, okay? And then also, you definitely don't want to take an unadmitted job and then you don't even make money on the job, okay? Tip number 3, don't be afraid to let your people do their job. When you hire contractors, when you hire employees, you train them up to where they need to be. But once you train them and they know exactly what needs to be done, don't be scared to let them go. Don't try to micromanage, because you can't be everywhere all the time. If you really want to grow and you want to go big in this business, then you're going to have to be able to control a lot of things with minimal supervision, okay? So you got to get comfortable with that. And so that's going to lead you right into my next thing, which is tip number 4, have systems for everything. You want to have a system for everything. When it comes to hiring, your hiring process, you need to take the time and sit down and write down, okay, how am I going to hire? This is when I'll post the ad that I'm hiring. This is how I'll take applications. This is when I'll interview. These are the questions I want to ask. You need to have a whole system in place for every single thing. Every single thing you do should have a process. How often are you inspecting your accounts? When? What are you looking for? Who's doing the inspections? Will you do them yourself? Will you hire an independent inspector? You know, you got to figure this stuff out. So have a system for every single thing. When do your employees get the uniforms when they hire? What's the protocol for contacting customers? Do you do email, phone, whatever? You know what I mean? So just figure out, everything takes, and that's the hardest thing to do about systems, because you have to sit down by yourself or with a team. But either way, you got to take the time to sit down and actually think about this stuff. And I know for a lot of us entrepreneurs and go-getters, us hustle mentality type of people, it's hard for us to take the time and sit down and do that work, because it don't feel like grinding. You're not actually physically working, but that's what it calls for. When you're trying to create systems, you actually have to sit down and figure this stuff out and think and write. And it's not going to be making you money directly by just sitting down and thinking it out, but it will pay off in the long run, all right? So have your system in place. And then tip number 5 is stay hungry. Stay hungry. No matter how much money you start to generate in the business, you need to remember that it might have been what your business might be doing over time, that might be a big number to you at first, but it's not big enough. You know what I mean? Depending on I guess it depends on who you are and what you want. But if you really want to have a big business, or if you want to pay yourself a large salary, then you just got to take into perspective how much your company needs to be generating in order for you to make that big salary that you want. Okay, so just stay hungry no matter what. That's how you keep repeating customers. That's why you keep customers coming back, by staying hungry. That's how you keep employees happy. That's how you're able to keep paying and making payroll. That's how you be able to make stuff work, just by simply staying hungry. Okay, so those are my 5 tips. Number 1, never clean alone. Always have some type of motivational inspiration with you. Number 2, don't be scared to turn down business. Number 3, don't be afraid to let your people work and actually do their jobs. Number 4, have systems for everything. And then number 5, stay hungry. So that's my cleaning business video for today. This is AJ Simmons. I want to thank you guys for watching, subscribing, liking, sharing, and commenting. And if you are watching this and you aren't subscribed and you like what you hear, definitely subscribe, because I got plenty more videos just like this one or better here on this channel. So I appreciate you guys for watching again, and check out ajsimmonsonline.com and follow me on all my social media at AJ Simmons Online, as well as add me on Snapchat, AJ Rich Already 16. Thank y'all.